You're watching News Tonight here on GH1 TV. It's now time in the bulletin for us to separate facts from fiction. So I invite my colleague Vanessa Tutu-Adanso to help me do so. Vanessa joins me with Factometer. Over to you.
Hello, Natalie. Thank you so much. And you're welcome to the very latest edition of Factometer here on GH1 TV. Let's just delve quickly into the story that we are fact-checking today. And in a Facebook post made by Elikem Sewordor, former organizer of Keta NPP and regional communication team member of the Volta region, a claim was made. He posted a picture of ongoing road construction work with a claim that the work was ongoing on the Fodome-Hohoe road. Mr. Sewordor subsequently explained that this picture was taken from Kikia's Court stretch of the Hohoe road, adding that the work formed part of the second phase of the project. Now, since February 1, 2024, the post has received more than 71 reactions, 57 comments, and 11 shares from Facebook users. My colleague Faisal Abdou-Idrisu, who has received training from fact-checking from Dubawa, went on a fact-checking mission and joins me via Zoom with the very latest on this development. Faisal, thank you so much for your time. Now, is Mr. Elikem Sewordor's claim that the ongoing road construction correct, and why?
The claim is not correct. The claim is absolutely false. Now, I take you down the journey regarding this very post. The road we are talking about is from Fodome-Hohoe. Now, prior to the 2020 elections, work actually was done on that road. President Akufo-Addo and John Peter Mawu, during the campaign trails, I remember vividly, touted that as one of the achievements of the NPP government at the time, and urged residents in Hohoe to vote for John Peter Mawu to become their first ever MP here in the Volta region, as far as the NPP is concerned. Now, right after that declaration, motorists that used the road said that the road was done. I used the road, I saw it, I knew the road was done. But it wasn't long before the road started developing potholes. So it was clear from the onset that work was not actually completed. That was first coat done on the road. Few months later, the road is entirely riddled with potholes. So today, you use the Fodome-Hohoe stretch, it's just unmotorable. It is one that you cannot have comfort using. So when he made the post, it was alarming. You realize that people who were commenting under the post, there were people who doubted the claim. There were people who, as usual, praised government for actually resuming work on the road. So this is what I had to do to verify the claim. The first thing was to call colleague journalists in Hohoe to find out if indeed there was any ongoing work on the road. The finding I got from that was that there was nothing as such. But then I still needed an independent verification to be done. So I had to travel to Hohoe myself using the Fodome-Hohoe road. And indeed, from the pictures you can see and the visuals on the screen, there is nothing happening on that particular road. And so the claim from Mr. Elikem Sewordor, who happens to be a former organizer of the NPP in the Keta constituency, and also a member of the NPP communication team here in the Volta region. I tell you also that Elikem is a known social media communicator for the NPP and has a huge following. And it's the reason why it was so important that we check this claim so that the public who is actually consuming whatever he posts on social media is not misled.
I see. Faisal, thank you so much for your time. My colleague Faisal Abdou-Idrisu with the developments there. Now, let's just make things simple for ourselves. Let's try to rid ourselves of this uncertainty. And so let's run the factometer to see what the claim really is. By Elikem Sewordor, indicating that the road has been constructed or was under construction, is false. The factometer does not lie. Now, we collaborated with Dubawa on Facebook, and this post has been branded false, as you can see rightly beside me. And this is the reason. It says that independent fact checkers say this information has no basis in fact. You can choose whether to see it. Well, we choose to unsee it because we We don't want to bridge ourselves with uncertainties. And so, Natalie, that does it for the maiden edition of Factometer here on GH1 TV. And in subsequent broadcasts, we'll bring you more. We'll fact-check details put out by politicians as to whether they are false or true. That does it for this edition, Natalie.
Thank you so much, Vanessa Tutu-Adan. So there's certainly a much-needed initiative we've introduced here on GH1 News, particularly in an election year where we're likely to have a lot of false news. You're watching News Tonight. Do stay with us. We've got business news next.